Chicago Bears voluntary OTAs are fully in swing, and it looks like the Bears defense had themselves a fantastic day of practice today. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears offseason update video, which I'll be doing throughout this entire offseason. Voluntary OTAs are currently going on right now. Players don't have to be there, but seems like the Bears have very high attendance according to Matt Eberflus. Basically, every single player has been here at OTAs at some point. Maybe not every single day, but most of the days, most of the players are there. So good to see the high attendance for the Chicago Bears. It shows that the players are bought into what the Bears are building here. But yeah, these have been going on for a couple days now. Unfortunately, the Bears have only had media there for one day so far, which kind of sucks. The past 2 days of practice, we don't really know what happened besides for a few videos the Bears released on their social media page. But today the media actually was there, and they pretty unanimously agreed that the Bears defense dominated the day, and the Bears offense definitely was behind the Bears defense. According to Zach Pearson, he said that wasn't a great day for the Bears offense today. A lot of incomplete passes during team drills. Should note the Bears offense was missing two starting offensive linemen, Keenan Allen and Rome Odunze. It's only OTAs, folks, but still rough. According to 79th and House podcast, who were also there at the practice, they said the bad news today, the secondary got in Caleb's ass. The good news, this is a very good secondary, and it'll be good for Caleb to learn from a group this good, but it's clear the defense is picking up where they left off. Caleb did have 4 offensive starters out, including Rome and Keenan Allen. It looks like the offensive linemen that were out were Nate Davis and Darnell Wright. It seems like Velus Jones and Jalen Jones and Montez Sweat also were not present at practice due to injury, due to rest. I'm not really sure, but those guys were not present. So yeah, I know a lot of Bears fans might overreact to this because anytime a Bears quarterback struggles, whether that's in the game or even in practice, social media blows up about it. I'm already seeing a lot of people on Twitter blowing this out of proportion. And yes, it's not good that the offense is struggling right now, but guys, it's only May. It's late May. In a rookie quarterback's first time installing this offense, it's kind of to be expected the defense was going to be ahead of the offense. In fact, I would be a little bit concerned if the Bears offense was just completely lighting up the Bears defense every single day, because that would say our defense is not as good as I thought it was going to be. Okay, this Bears defense down the stretch last year actually was a top 10 defense. They led the NFL in interceptions last year. They actually tied with I think it was the Niners for the lead in interceptions last year, right? So this is a turnover forcing machine that we have on defense. And if a rookie quarterback just went out there and completely diced up our secondary, I'd almost be more concerned. Okay, we have guys on this defense that are veterans that have been doing this for quite some time. Got solid linebackers, got really solid players in the secondary too. So I'm not really worried at all that Caleb and the offense are struggling right now, because right now is the time to struggle. Okay, throw as many picks as you want in practice, in training camp, because these picks do not matter. It does not matter how much social media makes fun of your practices being bad, as long as you learn from those mistakes and don't make those mistakes in the real live games that do matter. I think that Caleb is so lucky to go up against a defense this talented in practice, because iron is going to sharpen iron. Okay, he's going to be so much better as a player, as a quarterback, because he has to go up against a defense this good in practice every single day. Now, when training camp rolls around, and if the offense is still struggling a lot every single day, then I would be a little bit worried, because some days the offense does have to win. Some days they have to beat the defense, even with the defense being this good, because we have a lot of players on offense that are really, really good too. But like, for example, today, like, we were missing Keenan Allen and Rome Odunze, so he really only had, DJ Moore and Cole Kmet to throw to against a very good defense. And yes, DJ Moore and Cole Kmet are still pretty good players, but for a rookie, just learning all the ropes, learning everything right now, I'm not concerned whatsoever about these reports. In fact, I'm very excited that our defense seems to have picked up where they left off last season, and this could be a top 10, maybe even top 5 defense if all of our guys stay healthy this upcoming season, which is greatly going to benefit Caleb Williams when the games start. Okay, having a good defense behind him when he's off the football field. So yeah, great day from the Bears defense. I also do want to point out that Matt Eberflus said they're not holding any information back from Caleb Williams, which is kind of a little bit unique, because a lot of rookie quarterbacks, especially Bears rookie quarterbacks we have had in the past, we've had to dial down the playbook for them so they can understand it all, because they weren't, equipped to handle it all right away. But according to Eberflus, he said that they're not holding any information back from him. They plan for him to get the most out of this offense by the summer break. Bears have been impressed with how Williams can chunk information learn and put that into practice the next day. So I'm sure that also plays into the offense's struggles right now, with Caleb getting a absurd amount of information just in his brain right away. That's going to be hard for anybody to process, but it seems like he's handling it fairly well. Obviously, putting that into action might take a little bit of time, a little bit of practice, but I am very, very confident that in a couple months, these trials and tribulations are going to make him a lot better of a quarterback and make him ready for week 1 against Tennessee at Soldier Field. Next story I want to get to is DJ Moore really liking Shane Waldron's offense so far. So just a quote from his press conference, but he said that, "I love it. Everybody can touch the ball in Shane Waldron's offense," which is good to hear the players, like their offensive coordinator, really vibe with him, because we know they weren't big fans of Luke Getsy, especially down the stretch last year. DJ Moore himself kind of called out Luke Getsy and his lack of explosive plays down the field, his lack of, catering to the Bears personnel. But so far, it's very early, but it seems like the Bears players have been liking the concepts that Shane Waldron has been coming up with. He has an embarrassment of riches to work with on this offense when you got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett too. I feel like people forget about Gerald Everett. He was a solid tight end last year for the Chargers. He's our tight end 2 right now on this offense, and probably the 5th target on this offense. But it is going to be a big challenge getting all of these guys involved. We're lucky that these guys don't really have big egos, it seems like especially guys like Rome Odunze, DJ Moore. They seem like humble and hardworking dudes that are just going to be happy to contribute in any way they can. But at the end of the day, all these players are so talented and they all want to contribute. So it's going to be up to Shane Waldron to, scheme up opportunities for all these guys and, try to share the ball between them. I mean, this is a problem that no Bears offensive coordinator really has ever had, getting everybody involved and making sure everybody eats. But I'm sure if Caleb Williams can, live up to his potential in year 1, there is a world in which all these guys can eat if we do pass the football at a pretty high rate. And the last story I do want to talk about is Gervon Dexter apparently looking a lot leaner. So according to Matt Eberflus, he said that, "I noticed a body composition first. He was really good. He changed his body in the time he was off. He's quicker and leaner." Good to see Gervon Dexter getting in really good shape after his first full NFL offseason. Last year he was a rookie, so he didn't get the full offseason, but this time it's going to be his first NFL offseason. And a lot of players take massive jumps in year 2 after having that time to train, to do your cardio, to do your weightlifting, and get into the best shape of your life. It makes me wonder if Matt Eberflus might try Gervon Dexter at edge more often next season. You guys remember last year, he actually took a few snaps at edge rusher, and he actually beat Penei Sewell on one of those reps, one of the best tackles in all of football. He won that rep against him. Now, the sample size was pretty small. He took most of his snaps inside, and that should still be the plan going forward, but it is pretty cool to have a guy that can play inside and outside and have that versatility, because it gives Matt Eberflus more opportunities to be creative and keep the offense on their toes. So that's basically all the reports I have for you guys today. Not too many updates. Again, the media is only here for a little bit, and they were only here for one day today. And in OTAs, you can only do so much, right? There's going to be more actual substantial updates when training camp starts in late July. I cannot wait for that to happen. I'm going to be at practice a couple of those days, so cannot wait to give you guys my reports from those practices. But leave a comment down below. What did you guys think about these practice updates? As always, guys, bear down.